Good morning, everyone. Cat's in here again, of course. They're in playing with my bears every night. How's everyone doing today? Are you having a phenomenal day? I think we're having room challenges. Either that or everyone's just lost track of time like I did. It does happen. Oh, my love down there, if you can hear me. Oh, you can, and you mean you have slides and everything? We're doing good. I'd love a cup of coffee. I think I'm ready for another coffee. The cats had us up early this morning, silly cats. How are we all doing? I'm not really sure how it gets to be 8 o'clock so fast. I was up just after 5 this morning, and 3 hours later it's 8 o'clock. Yikes. So for the last couple days, we have been on Chapter 5, How to Create Mind Pictures in TNT. I thought we should discuss this today. I thought we should talk about mind pictures and how you're making yours and what they look like, and more so what they feel like. Like that was the big thing in here yesterday. Where he talked about pictures and that you don't, I'm trying to find it here, sorry guys. We'll talk about this, but I can't find the exact thing I'm looking for, but he talked about the difference between, maybe it wasn't even in this book, those who can picture things easily and those who have a hard time picturing things, actually visualizing. So where are we on that scale here? Do you find visualizing very simple, or is it difficult? When you close your eyes, can you picture something? Can you imagine something and then picture it in your mind when you close your eyes? It's easy for you, Eileen? Easy for you guys? All right, wow. You guys are all picturers. That's kind of cool. So you all have a simple time visualizing. How about you, Kara? Let's see if we can get everyone else to page 72. Yeah, I am on page 72. Is that where he talks about? It does talk about desire, seeing for yourself, having something being. Picture whatever you desire. It's just where he talks about the fact that you might have trouble with it. So really at the end of the day, at the bottom, two types, the visualizing type and the feeling type. I even have it marked here. I just didn't have it marked. There we go. Thank you, Tamara. The visualizing type and the feeling type. I'm a feeling type. I have to work at visualizing. I remember when I was in therapy many years ago, and my therapist she was awesome, and she would walk me through a guided visualization. She would help me picture things. Like she wouldn't tell me what to picture, but she would tell me what to look for with my eyes closed under, I guess, some light hypnosis. And I still had a difficult time, but I could feel it. And I recognized that, it wasn't until I read it in this book that I realized, you know what, there are two types of people out there. Some that can close their eyes and they can picture it right now. And for me, it's more a feeling. And I know that it's when I read this story. It's June 14th, 2015. We have $100,563.29 in our bank account. We're debt-free and looking to purchase our home. The money will come from various sources as we focus our attention on building our contact list builder funnel and mostly on mentoring our members to do the same. I believe we will have this money in our possession. My faith is so strong that I can see this money before my eyes. I can touch it with my hands, and I know it's now awaiting transfer to me. Thank you, my love. I'm awaiting my plan and will execute my plan as it comes to me, which I am doing. Oh, that feels just so amazing. And I mean, the truth is that I can picture that money in the bank because I can go and look at my bank and see what it looks like. So for me, to visualize something, I have to have already seen it. I have a hard time making things up in my mind, but I can feel it. I can remember feelings. I can remember what it felt like to feel good. You know that how you feel really is a decision, right? It's a choice. You can choose to feel good or choose to feel bad. You can choose to feel sorry for yourself. You can choose to focus on everything that's wrong in the world. You can choose to focus on the news. You can choose to focus on politics. You can choose to focus on the neighbors. You can choose to focus on somebody who has something more than you and you're jealous of. You can choose to focus on someone who has something less than you and be envious, or the other way around. Whatever I'm talking about. You can choose to focus on things, on poverty, on need, on anything negative. And you may be thinking, but we need to be focused on some of that. We need to help those people. We need to help others who have less than us. Agreed? We all agree on that, right? That we need to help others who have less than us. Correct? And so how do we help others that have less than us, or how do we help with the wars and the poverty and the government? Do we focus on it? No, that's what this is all about. You don't focus on it. It doesn't mean that you go and you talk about all the things that are wrong. What you do is find solutions, and they start inside you. Because I promise you, regardless of what is going on in the world, and remember, everyone is on their own path. They're not on your path. Just because there's things going on in the world, unless it directly affects you, it's not on your path. And the only thing you can focus on is you and your happiness. Our own abundance of happiness, because that's how we share with others. That's right. Whether that abundance is happiness or financial abundance. For some of you, success means financial abundance. For me, success is I am successful. I am the happiest person on the planet. I get this. I understand it. I understand enjoying the journey. And even though I'm not perfect at it, I get it. So what are you focused on? And do you get that? Do you get that the more you focus on what's wrong in your life, and even though some of you may believe you had nothing to do with that, you didn't ask for that. You didn't ask for the government to be the way they are. You didn't ask for the wars. You didn't ask for poverty. You didn't ask for relatives that treat you poorly. You didn't ask for people in your life who treat you poorly. Did you? Any of you? Did any of you ask for anything that went wrong in your life? Consciously? Well, what I want to talk about today is how you actually did ask for it. And not that specific event, all right? It doesn't mean that you specifically said, well, I want this to happen to me. Okay, I'm looking for this. Like, I'm feeling really crappy. I feel like crap right now. I'm really depressed, and that's what I want. That's what I want to happen. That's what's going to happen to me. I know that's going to happen to me. What happens is we get into that depressed state, that mindful state where we're not feeling good and we're focused on everything that's wrong in our lives. And all we think about is the news and how bad we feel, and by doing that we attract that into our lives, and so that's how things happen that are negative. You don't ask to get into an accident, and it isn't really an accident. There are no accidents. When someone is in an accident and you say, well, it wasn't their fault, at some point they were not on their path at that moment. And yes, people die. We do die. We're not here forever, okay? We made an agreement when we came here that we were only here for a certain amount of time. Of course, that's up to you, correct? I'm curious here. I'm going to throw this question out there. This might cause some real discussion. Like, do you believe that when you came here that your time on this earth is destined, that you have whatever time is destined before you came here? You decide I'm only coming for a short time? Or do you believe that you can control all this? You can control your body, you can control your thinking, your happiness, your events, you can live as long as you want. It really depends where your mind is and how much you're practicing those pictures. So some of you came in a bit late, and we were talking about the difference between the visualizing type and the feeling type. So I'd love to get you guys to weigh in. Jenny, Maurice, I think Margaret was here a bit late. Are you more the visualizing type or the feeling type? And it's important that we connect both. That's the thing. And what's important to know is that it doesn't matter. All that's important is that you think of something you want. Okay, so you have to think of something you want that you want really, really bad, that would feel really, really good. All right? You want something that feels really good. That's number one, right? You have to want something that feels really good. And so you get the picture of what that is, and if you have a hard time picturing what that is, you can feel it, right? You can feel the feeling of having that. How does it feel to have what you want? An intelligent design of your own future. Absolutely. That's it, Dawn. That's it in a nutshell. And so this is what you have to know, is that you have to visualize something and feel it. It's got to, if the feeling is not there, and whether you're a feeling person or not, you're a feeling person. This is more about, because a lot of people have it, they can visualize things, and then as soon as you visualize it, your feeling is attached. Some of us are very, very feeling oriented, and that's me. I go with my feelings. They start first, the visualization comes later. But at the end of the day, the feeling is still there. So you have to have an idea. So you have to think a thought that feels good. That's something you want. That's what I want. I want $100,563.29 in my bank account. I want to be debt-free, and I want to buy a home. And it feels really good. It feels so good. Now, for some of you, does that feel scary when you say the goal that you want? They talked about this on Super Soul Sunday. They talk about it in books. They talk about it everybody. What if I fail? What if I don't reach that goal? Well, you're never going to reach a goal you don't actually put out there. And so we get a little bit scared about it. It's like, yeah, this is what I want. And it would feel really good to have that house. But you know what? In the back of my mind, I still have that little doubting Thomas. Yes? There's that little voice. It may be getting smaller and smaller, but who will admit right now that there's that little voice in you that doesn't really believe it? It's going, yeah, whatever. Sure. That's a pretty lofty goal. How the hell are you going to reach that goal? That's a little bit out there. Goodness, who the heck do you think you are? How are you going to do that? You have nothing now. How are you going to get there? Who do you think you are? You're never going to reach that goal. Is that all your family telling you that? Or just yourself? Yeah, and you know, Tamara, thank you for saying that. We all still have that doubting Thomas. Everybody else, come on, weigh in. Weigh in. Outside influences, you got to let them go. That's when you have to stop and visualize. You have to say, no, I believe in the universe. I believe in the universe. Well, there is no evil. There really is no evil. There's, you can attract good or bad. That's up to you. In my mind. And as there is evil out there, I'm not going to say there is no evil out there. There are people on a different path. They haven't found their path. They don't need to be on your path. Right? Well, the outside influences can be evil if you want to think of them that way. They're simply there to remind you that what you want really matters to you. It can't be what anyone else wants. And in a lot of goal setting, when people talk about goals, they say share your goals. And a lot of the leaders say share your goals only with people who will share them with you, who share your dream. You don't want to be sharing your goals with people who are going to say, yeah, whatever. How the hell are you going to do that? And I've had people say that to me. Some of the times, most of the times, it just fuels me on. It's like, I'll show you. Flush them down the toilet. That's right. And here's the challenge, is because we've been raised, we've been nurtured by society to give a rat's ass, pardon my French, about what anybody else says. That it really, like, really, does it matter what they say, what they think about you? Does it matter? Doesn't matter. What other people think about you is none of your damn business. We've been conditioned to care what people think. However, Diane, do you really get that? I know we've been conditioned. We've been nurtured to think it matters, and it doesn't. And that's the one lesson that you really, really have to get. You still allow them. You are, because we haven't practiced it enough. Tamara, you've been practicing for a breath. I've been practicing this stuff for a long time, a very long time. I don't want to discourage you, okay? Practice does make perfect, but there is no perfect. There is no getting it done. Do you get that? Those that aren't in the vortex see the process of being vibrational, don't see the process of being vibrational on the path. Well, they just don't get it. They don't understand. Most of the people in the world, it's changing, because the more we talk about it and the more we spread this message and the more that, you know, we give out books to people we love, the more we spread this message, the more we live this message, it'll get out there. But there is the other side of the people that they don't get this. They don't understand it. They've never thought about it. It's a little out of their comfort zone. For some of you, it was out of your comfort zone when you first came here, wasn't it? When we first started talking about the law of attraction, I know Claudia had a real challenge with it, and it took a very long time for something to go, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, we're saying the same things. She was able to see it. She was still willing to learn. That's right. You didn't close that door, and bless you for that, Claudia, because I know it's changed your life. It hasn't changed your faith. It didn't make you less Christian or whatever faith you follow, did it? Tamara said, I remember when I first heard about the law of attraction, it was like a sci-fi movie. Yeah, yeah. It does seem sci-fi. I remember watching What the Bleep. Oh, first time I watched What the Bleep, that just zinged it. Actually, the first time I watched a movie that made me think about things like that was The Matrix. What if none of this is real? None of it is. Willing Wednesday, move out of your comfort zone. You can only grow if you're willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new. This is new. It's uncomfortable sometimes, but you have to be willing and ready to say yes. Just say yes. That is something I'm practicing more of these days, because it's been my habit to say no, 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 that won't work. No, that's not going to work. No, that's not going to work. No, no, I'm right, you're wrong. No. And so I'm learning to say yes. Yes, that may be a possibility. Yes, I can look at that. Yes. And so when people are coming to me, and I got to tell you that a day doesn't go by that I'm not prospected about some program. And I wonder if everyone else that's out there that's, you know, their name is well known as prospected on every program. And I always say no, because I'm very focused. And I've decided to say yes, I'm going to look. I'll look. I'm going to look at everything. Why not? Am I going to join everything? No. However, by looking at everything, you get to see the trends, which I do. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I do look at everything. But my initial response is no. And so now I'm going to change my initial response to yes. I'm wrong, you're right, Claudia. You're right. You're right, I'm right, we're all right. That's the beauty of this, okay? And when you really get that, oh, it's magical. It's absolutely, absolutely magical. I want to read this again because I've got it underlined, highlighted, and scribbled on. Picture whatever you desire as though it has already been achieved in mind. If that's difficult for you, I simply want you to think about how you will feel when you achieve that goal. Okay, how will you feel when you achieve that goal? See yourself having something, being something, or doing something as an accomplished fact. Don't try to picture the individual steps that you think you should take to get where you want to go. Now, there's the big thing right there, okay? You don't have to know how to get there. We have an opportunity, again, something that we need to consider seriously, although we have seriously. However, the universe has brought it to us again, so I'm thinking that it's time to think seriously about this, and we have the opportunity to move into the acreage next door to my daughter. And you know, how the heck are you going to do that? Well, the universe is bringing it all to us. It's just, I don't need to know how. I just need to know that's what I want. And the universe will bring it. That part confuses you, that you don't have to know why. You don't have to know how to get there, Tamara. You don't have to know how. The universe will show you. If all you do is picture that already happening as if it already is, feel it. It's the feeling bit of it, not so much the picture part of it, but you have to picture it until it's real, until you can feel it. So if you can feel it and it feels really, really good, just go about your day. The universe is going to give you ideas. It's going to give you ideas. It's going to give you ideas, and some of them will be good ideas. Some of them will be the right ideas. Your gut will tell you. No, you can't sit there and it will happen, Tamara. That's not what this is about. You're not just sitting, I'm just going to sit here all day and I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm just going to think about what I want. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to talk to anyone. I'm not going to do any marketing. I'm not going to go about to my day doing what I love doing. No, no, no. It's like the story of the man that was going to sell a life insurance policy, but he stopped to help a lady instead, and he helped her get home. And it made him late for his appointment, so he didn't go because he knows that that fellow would never have seen him. And he stopped for a moment and he thought, well, that was a day wasted. However, no, it wasn't. This is what I wanted to do. The universe will bring me something. And he thought, wait a minute, so-and-so is over there. Do you think that thought just came to him? No, the universe sent him that thought and said, hey, Fred, remember Joe is just down the street there and Joe's been away. He's supposed to be back. He might be ready for that policy. And he gave him a call, and the guy just happened to be looking at the policy because he'd had an experience where he was nearly in an accident, or he was in a minor accident, and he thought it's time to put this policy together. I mean, he walked into the office, there were like 30 people in the waiting room. He saw the side door open. He took a chance. It will guide you. You have to believe it's going to happen. You have to believe the universe will guide you to the right actions, and then you have to take those actions. Now, listen to me, and I need you to listen to me very carefully. None of this is hard. If what you're doing here is hard, if it's difficult, stop doing it. Stop doing it. Get yourself in the right frame of mind first, and then come back and look at it again. It won't be so hard, because if you think it's hard, it is, and you'll never get through it. You have to be willing to change your mind. You have to be willing to say yes. You have to be willing to be open to new things. Let's face it, we have proved this works. Each and every one of you, to some degree, has proved, you've proven that your thoughts create things. With the games we've played, with everything we've done and read in Ask and It Is Given, at some point you have proven this works. Am I right? If anybody here has not yet proven it, then I'm going to recommend some games here in E squared. All right? But you've proven it works. Even at a small degree, it might be, well, that's kind of weird. I thought that and that happened. Ooh. Whoa. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's kind of freaky. It's a little scary. What if I do it bigger? Oh my God. So here's what I want to know. You know it works, and yet something holds you back from that really big, hairy, audacious goal. Your BHAG, because you're afraid of it. You're afraid that this will work. Now what will you do? You won't have anything negative to think about. You'll be happy. It's our fears that hold us back, and our fears are nothing more than we just don't know what that is. We've never had it. We don't know how to get it. We don't know how to get it. And we don't buy into this mumbo jumbo that all I gotta do is think about it. That's what it says. Just gotta think about it. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna think and think all day. I'm gonna think about that car. I'm gonna be driving that car. I'm gonna go sit in that car, and I'm just gonna think. And when the universe brings me ideas, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna think about it. No, because the universe is gonna bring you ideas. It's gonna bring you clients who say, you know, I'm really liking what you're doing, and I'd like you to come and do it for me, and I'd like to pay you a lot of money. Go about your day doing what you're doing. You're already doing it. You're already doing the activities to move you towards your goals. Just start doing more of them. Just be open. Just start opening your eyes to see what's available to you out there. Open your heart. If it feels good, say yes. If it doesn't feel good, stop for a moment. Take a breath. Now think about it again. No, that's not something that resonates with me. Or, that sounds interesting. I should at least have a look. It may or may not be something I need, but I should at least have a look. The universe brought it to me for a reason. The universe is going to bring you a lot of things and a lot of people. And it's up to you to take the actions that are needed. It's like when I got the message from the fellow that said, can we have a call? And he called, and I forgot to tell Dawn, and Dawn can say, well, I'm not ready for that call. But we flubbed it our way through it. We took the call. We met some wonderful guys. We had a wonderful conversation. It was hilarious. You never know what the universe is going to bring to you. But yes, you are the one who has to take the action. And the people and the places you need will be apparent. They'll come to you. None of this is hard, okay? Is it possible to have the wrong dream? No. Because you're consciously creating your dreams. What do you want? You can have anything you want. Okay, Claudia, you've been through Tools to Life, right? I mean, and it's all about how does it feel. If the dream feels good, right? If you're thinking about something that feels really good, then go for it. However, if you're thinking about something and it's like, that should feel good, but it's not me, then go find something else. But Claudia, if you're looking for the perfect something that will be better for you, if you're looking for the greener grass on the other side, it's never there. Just go with what feels good. This feels good. I'm going to go with this right now. Okay, whoa, this brought me here. Oh, look, there's a fork in the road. I can go this way or this way. They both feel really good. What am I going to do? Oh, my goodness. Well, you're not going to do anything at that moment. You're just going to stop for a moment and think about it. Visualize it. What feels right? Go with your gut. If something isn't working for you, isn't that the universe telling you that you went the wrong way? No, not necessarily. It's simply telling you that that you're doing right there didn't quite work. Maybe you can just do it a little different. You can adjust your sails. It doesn't mean you have to adjust where you're going. So it doesn't mean you went the wrong way. You're still on your path, but that didn't work. Look at Edison. Was it Edison? 10,000 experiments that didn't work. Do you think he went the wrong way? No, he just said, well, that didn't work. There we go, that didn't work. That didn't work. I don't need to do that one again. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't. Oh, that worked. There we go. There we go. That worked. Okay, yep, that's working. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, we won't do that one. That didn't work. Oh, that didn't work. That worked. That feels good. That feels good. There we go. We'll just keep going. We'll change our sails, and we keep our eye on our goal, and we keep believing in it. The secret here, I have this talent. I don't know if it's a gift. Sometimes it's a curse. I have a sixth sense, so shall we say, that when I'm having a conversation with someone, I can zero in and see exactly where the challenge is. And for most of you, it's simply our thoughts and our feelings that are practiced habit. It's what we've been born to think. We're always looking at what's wrong. Well, what if something's wrong? So change it. If you send out an ad and it doesn't work, send out a different ad. Don't stop doing it because it didn't work. You try something else. So if something's not working for you, it doesn't mean you went the wrong way. It just listen to it, what the universe wants you to try next. Okay, that didn't work. What else does the universe want me to try? What else can I try? Okay, so, and I love that analogy that, if you leave your home, there's a dozen ways to get to London, but only one is the quickest and the most sensible. So why is that, Jenny? In your mind, that's the most sensible way to go. But isn't that only if you need to get to London at a certain time and you don't have time and you're in a rush? The other way might take you to a different place, a different route. You'll see different scenery. Maybe you'll meet different people. Why does it have to be sensible? You haven't found the right route yet, but I'm not changing where I'm going. Okay, when you say that, and we got to get into our meditation here, but I just want to talk about this for a second, Jenny. When you say that you're not changing where you're going, does that mean your eye is still on your goal? Because remember, it's not about the journey. You need to enjoy the journey getting there, number one. But it's not about, you don't need to know how you're going to get there. Just keep your eye on the goal and continue to do things that feel good. Find things that feel good. Make it your goal, Jenny, to find things that feel good. When you notice something that doesn't feel good, when you notice something that's wrong, find something right about it. Can you do that? So what's today? Wednesday? So we've got general, physical. Today is relationships. All right. Relationships are good because the first relationship we have is with ourselves. And we need to have a good relationship with ourselves before we can have good relationships with others. And far too often, we so care what other people think. We need to let other people be on their own path and attract to us the people that are on our path. So let me find my relationship. There it is. We'll be back here in 15 minutes. Remember the breathing. 3 beats, breathing in. 5 beats, breathing out. Clear your mind. Focus on your breathing. Come back to the meditation as you need to. And let me copy the link. Oops. Let me copy. Whoa, I lost my link. Relationships. No, there we go. All right, let me copy the link.
Welcome to the doorway of your vortex. We are extremely pleased that you've made the decision to be here. Breathe in. Breathe out. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creation and for the purpose of aligning with who you really are. Breathe in. Breathe out. We want you to know that as you relax and breathe and focus softly upon the words that we are offering to you here, you are allowing the gentle tuning of your vibration to the frequency of your source, who is inside the vortex. Breathe in.
So, as we say with all of these meditations, whether it's relationships you need a reminder of, or physical or money, they're all the same. The message is similar. Oxygenated. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it, Mike? Yeah. On a happiness level, has yours gone up a little bit? I'd like to hear from everyone before we go. Yes? Is your vibration raised just a little bit? Maybe a lot? Yeah, feels good, doesn't it? So you know what? Just go about your day. Don't stress things out. Go about your day and just be the happiest person you can possibly be. Find the most amazing things everywhere you look, and you will find the most amazing things everywhere you look. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have an amazing day, and remember, there really is much love here for all of you. and I love you a lot. You guys are amazing, and I'm excited to be a part of your happiness journey. Have a great day, everyone. See you tomorrow.